In August 2021, I got taken to court, and the people who took me to court were the 3 people that did the handwriting samples, and the 3 people that were hacking me, and the 3 people that had, or 2 of the 3 people that had the anniversary party with the 3 ladies in the Apps for NHS car in June of 2021, 24th of June 2021. Anyway, those 3 people took me to court and they put a gagging order on me that if I mention their names, then I'll go to prison for 5 years. So I'm not allowed to mention their names. I went to the police station after I'd been to court, and they said that they'd been in touch, and they emailed me back, and this is the email that they sent me back. So this is the email that they sent me back. And it says that the coroner's concluded the inquest and concluded there'd be no further action. And because the coroner said that there would be no further action, as such, there'd be no further action from the police, and that was from the Force Contact Centre at Devon and Cornwall Police, and also from the Force Command Centre headquarters at Dorset Police, because I wrote to both of them. Because I thought if I couldn't complain to Devon and Cornwall Police, then who did I complain to? So I complained to Dorset Police as well, and that was the reply that I got from both lots of police. And this is the trouble that I'm having in reporting what happened to my mum. So a couple of days later, after going to court and then going to Exmouth Police Station to try and try and report this again, I went and saw another person who's to do with the police, and I thought that in a way they may be able to help me. This was the 19th of August, a few days later after the court, and it was just to ask. I tried to report it to this other chap anyway, and so I tried to ring him, and I left a voice message, and then I texted him. And it says, yeah, sorry, Eaton currently, who is this? And I put me, and he put, brilliant, just heard your voicemail. I was wondering what the bits outside was. I took him some vegetables to say thank you, although at the time he said that he would help me, you see. So when I went to see him, I went and saw him the day before, and I'd asked him if he could help me to do with all the things to do with trying to report this to the police. I told him about the hacking. And that there was another chap involved that I'd seen the people in the Silver Gulf with, a bald-headed chap that had spoken to me. He'd stopped and spoken to me. This was weird. The bald-headed chap stopped and spoke to me on a yellow and black motorbike in May of 2020. And when he stopped me, I kind of recognised him at the time, but I couldn't work out why at the time. He was a chap from the past, and he had a phone shop at the time. Now, I think he was something to do with it, because he was with the people in the Silver Gulf, and I also saw him with the people who had the celebration. Anyway, I was trying to report all these different things because the chap on the motorbike that I saw, the chap that I saw with the people in the Silver Gulf that was hanging about for the whole of the summer in 2020, I knew that they were to do with the hacking and I'd seen them with the people who had the anniversary, and I know that they were all to do with the hacking. So coming back to 2021, and I'd been taken to court a few days later, or the day after, I went and saw this chap who's to do with the police, and I really thought that he'd have been able to help anyway. He couldn't. He said, I don't think we can. I had to inform work about our chat, as I don't want anyone to get anyone, you, me, etc., in trouble. They said your support worker would be that's been provided after the court case will be in touch with myself and you. Sorry this happened. Now, when I went to court, there was no question. I went to court on my own because I couldn't afford the £5,000. The other people who took me to court, they had very expensive lawyers. I was told going into it that they had very expensive lawyers. I took a huge amount of paperwork, all this hospital paperwork. I took everything with me to the court. They didn't look at any of it, and they never even gave me a chance. The judge in there, he never gave me a chance. Anyway, I'm not allowed to speak about that because it was a thing. But yeah, all the stuff that I got taken to court for, I have had all my evidence with me, and I've still got it all. They never looked at it, but it was all of the stuff that they were doing to me. All of it. I mean, all the stuff that they'd done me for was all the stuff they were doing to me. Anyway, they did me for that. And these, when I went to see this chap to do with the cops, he said, I thought that they'd be able to help, but he couldn't. He said, your support worker that's been provided after the court case will be in touch with myself and you after. Sorry this happened. Well, nobody was in touch with me, and I didn't even know there was a support worker until I spoke to this chap. I put you were my last hope. Thanks for trying. I think I'm done, because last year at the time I thought I was done. I mean, it's like I get kicked in the teeth every day. I know who did this. I know when we were set up, how we were set up, why we were set up. I know the whole lot, and I'm not allowed to report it. And I can prove everything, so I've got evidence of everything, but I'm not allowed to report it to the police. So he wrote back, I wish I could support you, Ian, but I'm very stuck and don't want to do anything to cause disrepute with your story, and I had to inform work. And I wrote back and said, like I say, thanks for trying, take care. So this is why I've not been allowed to report it. It's because it's all gone through the coroner's office. But the coroner wrote the date that my mum died down wrong, because I was there when she died and I wasn't there when they said she died.